Hi there, guys. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully, you're doing good. Time is around 3 a.m. here in Dhaka. I'm wearing one of my cheap watches from House of Kemi. It's a China brand, I think, but it's inspired by Presage by Seiko, right? I really want to buy that watch someday, but at this current moment, I don't want to spend 700 bucks because that's how much it costs here, like the cocktail time, those ones. But this is very nice, agreeable dial. If you see the sunburst effect on this, I just am a sucker for sunburst effects. I just love nice dials, especially blue. So I want to do a particular episode one day of my recent buys. I bought a few watches. I would share with you. They're in my drawer. Okay, never mind. So yeah, one of them was this. This is my favorite. Man, sorry, I want to show you. Some of the watches are here in there. One of them was the Pagani design. Other one is in there. I shouldn't keep them like this, but the boxes I don't have space for them, right? So I keep them. At least they're safe from scratches. So yeah, I don't buy expensive watches, but they look nice, agreeable. I am a watch lover, not an enthusiast. So, but the thing is, today third episode was gonna be about a list or some summer fragrances, something. But I changed my mind and I want to do this episode because of my recent observation. I do this from time to time, live talk. Some of you like it, some of you say, you want this, extra episodes to continue. So that's what I'm doing. So as you know, day before yesterday, yes, we had an emergency. We are hit by a big storm or cyclone, sort of. It's called, I think, Romel or Rumel. I forgot the name. Forgot the name actually. Yeah, at different time they give it different names. So that hit our coastal areas, and it was a huge how to say, loss, uh, devastating results. People lost lives, livestock, and a lot of crops. Like people lost their home. Huge like damage. One of the areas, I think, one whole area, one district or so, they were out of power for one whole day or 2 days. Even now, they do not restore with their power. So no mobile phone network, nothing. And people basically lost. Many people lost everything. Okay, so devastating results in natural calamity. So I really pray for them that they get better. So this one taught me something, and I would like to share with you a few things. This is a bit serious topic. If you're not into serious topic, you can skip it. This is something about life. Okay, I try to learn everything, like at least every day something. If I remember or not, that's a different thing. But I like to appreciate things when I have been to a bad place. So what happened was, when the storm hit us, I was not aware of the scale or the like the impact it was going to have. So people are saying it's going to be very strong. Every year we hit with, because we people are tough, like not me, our people are tough because they live a very hard life. Bangladesh, third world country, being economic problems and all that, and corruption. So many people are poor here, and the thing is they have to struggle every day to make a survival. So same thing in India, Pakistan, these countries, you see a lot of developments, nice buildings, high highways, roads, but underneath a lot of people are like facing difficult time even buying food. So these people, they are hardworking, and it's a miracle how Bangladesh is still, like our country is still in a one piece, because by now the corruption level, because we have huge corruption level every day, like every year our reserve goes like less and less because of theft. Who's doing it, you can tell. So we are supposed to have a very tough life. We face challenges. I sort of lost my sanity and my mental peace. I think I'm not normal anymore. I have a huge problem with anywhere I go outside, so I complain a lot, I understand. But many people are like me here because they're frustrated at job, on the road, with all the price hikes. There's just no happy times for us. Okay, so in the middle of all that, why I'm mentioning this, that I thought, yeah, tornado is going to happen. We have Sundarbans, like the huge, like what do you call the, not forest, what do you call, mangrove forest, yeah. So that one always save us from huge impact because it takes all the basic hit of the cyclone, and it sort of like help us from having further damage or big damage. But this year it didn't happen. It still caused a lot of damages. A lot of wild animals lost life, like deers, I think tigers. So we have faced a very serious calamity. So what happened was, as an impact, our side, we also know we're not in the coastal area, we're in the center, city center, but that weather came to us. Okay, not with a huge impact, but it was heavy rain, very strong winds, and a lot of trees fell, a lot of cars, where like properties were damaged. So I think people are hurt as well. So the worst thing happened was, due to overnight, over like a 24 hours of rain, we lost power, and one of the big trees fell like our area, many other areas, trees fell and people lost power. And when big trees fall, they lose the whole, the pillar and all that. So I thought like, oh, it's gonna take like few hours. It's gonna come back. We have generator power and all that. But it started from 5 a.m. Sorry, 5 p.m. It went on until 2, 3 p.m. So it was like almost 9 hours, 10 hours. It was power outage. Okay, and I'm going to share my experience with you. We were safe in the building, but a lot of people, okay, poor people did not have that luxury. But being spoiled, we middle class, upper middle class people, we had serious problem. We could not heat up our food. There was no power. Generator comes, just covers basic fan and light, no air conditioning. And the worst thing was, despite the rain, the weather did not cool down. It was like you're feeling like your body is heating up and you're melting, you're still sweating. Humidity is very high. So I said I could not have lunch, I could not have dinner, I could not do any work. Because no power, no activities. Outside, cannot go outside to get food. All the food panda food deliveries were halted. So it was a very tough day. And what happened was like the generator went off eventually because it ran out of petrol. Every building, whole area was dark. So it taught me a few things. Okay, when I was sitting there, and I was thinking, I'm just thinking from my perspective. I'm not a very big thinker or a big leader or anything. Like, I can talk from my life experience. So someone commented that when I posted my status that I'm feeling bad, I'm feeling uneasy and stuff. Okay, someone said, some of us are worried about food and air conditioning, but where other people lost everything. I felt very bad. I felt very ashamed that I'm thinking only for myself. Selfish. I'm like feeling, yeah, like I cannot take this heat just for one day. And I was thinking like, when this is gonna be over. All I could think of is when this is gonna be over. My parents were suffering, so it came very late night. I took shower and all that. I did reviews, you saw, but it made me realize few things. We should be thankful to our supreme power up there for everything we have, because sometimes we have something and sometimes some things are taken away from us, and we always forget, including me, forget that when good times are there, we're very thankful. Thank you, Lord. We're so happy, we're grateful. But when bad times hit us, that's the time we realize. Let's say few examples. If you're unwell, you saw me, I was physically unwell for a very long time. I just only wished I had good health. I could get up from bed, I could do some work, I didn't have to cough so much, did not have that fever. And then one point I had chicken pox. I wanted that to be over. It took me almost 3 months to recover from all that. So at that point, my only prayer was, or wish was, I want to be physically better. Then sometimes, I had financial crisis, like my business, because I could not work, could not make money, couldn't make reviews. So I went through very difficult times. I couldn't eat good food, could not buy fruits, medication, all that. So I was barely surviving. So that time I prayed for God, give me some business or something. So I got that at some point. But then again, I had a car accident like few years, like not few months back, like last year or so. It was not my fault. Someone hit me. I was standing, and then one guy hit me. Was drunk guy, and he caused a lot of damage to my car, the front bumper, and then the light. And when I had to go and fix it, I realized in high heat, in the intense sun, spend the whole day. You have to sit literally to see the monitor the work, and the worry. 3 days, 4 days of running. Those are the times I realize. I wish, I did not have that accident. I'm just trying to get somewhere. You'll see. If we do not lose something, we do not realize the value of it. Okay, when I had my car, I used to complain a lot. This car has a lot of issues, doesn't go like more than 120, and it's making some noise, old car. And then the moment I had that accident and I had to fix it, repaint it, then I realized like, oh man, now I have more worries, because the car is not, the headlight is kind of shaky. So when we don't have something, let's say there's no water supply for 8 hours, we cannot go to loo. So the thing is, think as opposed to that. We have full running electricity, we have full internet, we have full water supply. We do not appreciate these things. Okay, these are basic things, but these are the things that get us going every day. And there's one time the internet was really disturbing. We had a submarine cable got cut somewhere. It was a big problem. I was so frustrated because all my work is internet based here, dealing with people, sending messages. So 3 days I suffered with internet, poor connectivity. It was going away. So I was very angry. So what it taught me, this whole few series of uneven, like unwanted events, we should appreciate when you have, because when the power came back, we were also relieved. all you could think of is for us. Like, of course, the people out there, we can pray for them, but first thing we know, when you're hit, you think for yourself. This is how selfish we are. But I really appreciate that night. I slept like a baby. 2 days back, when the power came back, I just turned the AC, I switched off everything, I just slept. I woke up and I was feeling like, oh man, what a horrible day it was. And then I thank God for giving us power back within a day. Someone commented on my profile like, bro, we're out of power for 4 to 5 days due to storm. And it's in USA. I think, yeah, one brother named Carl, forgot his last name, is very difficult to pronounce. He's one of my friends on Facebook. And when I read that, I'm like, that happens in USA. I thought that only happens in our area. Then I'm like, okay, maybe I should not complain. But trust me, man, all my fans went out of charge. It was horrible. So we should maybe say thanks to God when we have everything okay in our life. Like, let's say our parents are okay, family is okay. You are not indebted, like you don't have debt to people to pay. You don't have like issue with 3 times meal. Simple things. You are not unwell, like physically unwell, or you, how do I say, like a lot of us, like let's say perfume collection. Okay, this is a good example. Sometimes we look at other people's collection and you go like, man, that guy is better off than me. He is buying everything that he likes. I like, I cannot afford. He's having like a time of his life, but you do not know his reality. Okay, maybe he's buying all those perfumes, but maybe his parents are sick. He doesn't have parents. He lost his parents. Okay, or maybe one of them has cancer and they're going through tough time. You just do see their good things, but we don't see other people when they're worse off. So we all have something in our life that other people don't have, and vice versa. Okay, this is what I notice, and I try to learn. I try to be less ungrateful to God, but at sometimes, and I feel, I'm very childish. I get very angry when normal life is disturbed. But you cannot take life for granted. So if, let's say, in normal life, if you have all these basic needs covered, you have a shelter, you have a rooftop, above your head on the ceiling, and you have electricity, you have internet, you have decent clothing, and you have everything normal. You might not have a Mercedes Benz, but you have a decent car. It can take you to place from A to B. You should be thankful to God. Okay, sometimes we need reminder. I feel like a pastor today. But yeah, we have to preach sometimes what we learn, what we feel. Life is very, very unpredictable. Life is very limited. Today we're here, tomorrow we may not be here. But at least, be grateful for everything we achieved. I think I cannot be any more grateful than uh, like like I'm so grateful. Okay, at certain point, I'll tell you before I finish, I did not think I was going to ever reach 10,000 subscribers. At a certain point when I do this work, I never thought I would buy so many perfumes. I'm so thankful for all the things that I bought in my life. I don't have to have a huge niche collection. I do have some niche, but that's not my goal. Okay, because my journey is a little bit different. I'm a designer head. Okay, and then Middle Eastern head, and whatever I could review until now, I don't think anybody could cover that much content. And I thank God for that, because the work that I left, this is my most precious thing. Okay, not the bottles, not the money that I made, not anything else. Okay, the work that I left. This was my vision. I wanted two things in Bangladesh. One thing is, from Bangladesh, being a third world representative, I would cover so many perfume reviews that the whole world would watch. And that's why I did in English. Second thing I wanted was, I wanted a community in Bangladesh. Someday people be doing crazy things with fragrances. The community would go crazy. Even 6, 7, 10 years back, people did not buy more than one perfume per year. This was normal, man. People would buy a fragrance. Why would they buy so many? Because one fragrance can last you about 2 to 3 years, at least 2 years. Then you finish and buy another one, right? This is how life was. Now people are buying groceries and they're buying perfumes. And I'm not going to say me that I bought 52 fragrances. I'm doing maybe for work, but people who are not reviewers, who are not decanting, and there's just a lot of people, they just spend so much time in the shops, just doing research, and then looking at Fragrantica and doing all these things. They have this passion, and I see this in Bangladesh. It's not my doing, it's people's love, and my vision came true through people. Okay, and now we have a lot of businesses, they're doing, bringing a lot of perfumes, and you guys watching, when you watch us, like, I am simple setup, but we can do so many reviews from this country. It's all blessing from him. We cannot achieve anything without his help. Sometimes we forget that, but it's time to remind ourselves, sometimes remind you. So whatever you have, okay, let's say you have 50 colognes in your collection, don't worry about the next guy who has 100 or 1,000. Enjoy what you have. If you do not enjoy, the whole purpose of this game is enjoyment. not a race. And I'm not saying it just for the sake of saying. Believe in it. If you buy a perfume, if you don't use it, what's the use of a fragrance? Okay, this is for you to experience, this is for you to enjoy, create memories, so you can tell the other brothers like, hey, I used uh, Armani code Perfume for 8 straight months. Man, that's a great performer. I got compliments here. This was my story, and it all makes sense. Everything falls into place. Okay, I always believe in this one thing. Let's say you live in one area. Like I saw a video of J Lo, Jennifer Lopez. She's walking around the block. She's Jenny from the block, right? I used to like her, for some reason. I don't know, because maybe she's hot. Duh, we're guys, right? But never was like, she was not really good singer, not really great actress. Made in Manhattan was okay, some of the other ones they're okay, but she was like always promoting and then stuff, like advertising. People in States, you would agree, right? She's like overrated celebrity, that she's flop. People say that. So for me, when I saw the video that she's going around, like, I used to live here, and some guys like, who are you? They didn't recognize her. That was sad. So the thing is to call something that you area, like, this is my area, this is my like colony, this is like my uh, like back in the days I used to live, this is my hood, right? To claim that, you have to live there for many years. You have to walk around those streets, and then you have to maybe sometimes, like, go to certain shop, or something. A lot of things happen in one area, right? So once you live there so many years, you have your footsteps all over, then you can call it your area, right? So buy a perfume, create memories. Do not do this rush, like, I have to buy something and sell tomorrow to buy another one. That is not the goal of the game. Okay, maybe we do this, the desperation, so we can create content. You're not creating content. If you want to create content, also be patient. Someone asked me, is it worth doing this line of reviews, because I'm so interested, I want to do a business. I told him simple thing: what you are looking at, you want quick success. I can see it in your eyes, because you're young. You are thinking, I'm going to invest big, I'm going to be a reviewer, I'm going to put a suit, I'm going to bring girls and this. What 8 years taught me, many of you saw, just received that silver play button of 8 years. Some of you laugh. By now you should have millions. Yeah, if I did some other work, man, maybe. But I just worked review after review, 4,000 videos, man. Not easy. Sometimes I feel I gave so much more than what I got. But like, the payment is not so great that you think, because you have to invest it back. So I don't have, I'm at the, almost you can say, neutral point, or not really any gain much. But you really have to sacrifice your time. You have to really give your blood, sweat, hard work, day in, day out. Sometimes you have to take losses. Sometimes you have to worry so much, and maybe you have to have decisions. I told him, don't do it. Reason being, nothing comes easy. Success never comes easy. It's a bittersweet fruit. Okay, when you work hard and when you achieve something God gives you, then you feel, I earned it. Okay, and you can earn success in 1 year. Okay, you have to work for years. Maybe you'll get older, you sacrifice, and your sacrifice will give you some return. I believe someday I will get, but sorry. I think I'll finish the video here. What I'm trying to say is, I'm thankful to God for everything. Whatever I achieve tomorrow, if I'm not here, I'm not going to be unhappy. Okay, and I appreciate the little things in life. So those things, if you're okay with little things in life, your life would be okay, and the rest of things will be there. But be grateful. Okay, that's what I'm saying. That way I think we'll appreciate life better, and then we can see that whenever we get something, it was so worth it. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Love you all. Thanks for always your support. Okay, I'll try to read the comments and get back to you. Bye bye.